I was standing in the grocery store parking lot when it happened. 5 kids, exhausted and confused, lined up beside me like misplaced luggage, backpacks slung over their small shoulders. Then my phone buzzed once. Just a single message. We're in Hawaii. Take care of the kids. No explanation. No goodbye. Just that. And then nothing. I called her over and over, each one going straight to voicemail. Mia, our oldest, looked up at me with wide eyes and asked, "Where's Mom?" I didn't have an answer, but I made a choice. We had met years ago on New Year's Eve, at a bonfire by the lake. She was wild, spontaneous, like sparks flying into the night sky. I was the grounded one, the calm in the storm. She said I gave her stability. I told her she made me feel alive. It all moved fast: marriage, Mia, then 4 more kids. I worked 2 jobs to keep us afloat, and she stayed home with the children. That had been the deal. But somewhere along the way, she stopped being home. At first, it was small things, longer trips to the store, coming back smelling different, locking her phone, using a credit card I didn't recognize. Then she said she needed space. Booked a solo Airbnb in a nearby town. She returned a few days later, glowing, claiming she just needed a break. I didn't press her. Not yet. Instead, I watched. Tracked the card activity. Found the receipts, fancy hotels, spas, boutiques. Then I found the secret Instagram account. Photos of beaches, cocktails, and the edge of a man's hand in frame. The hashtags told the rest of the story. Hashtag freedom, hashtag no regrets, hashtag my real self. She wasn't hiding from the world. She was hiding from me. So when that text came, "We're in Hawaii," I didn't panic. I gathered our children, brought them home, made dinner, and got to work. The first call I made was to a lawyer. Not just any lawyer. One who thought 10 steps ahead. And legally, what she did wasn't just wrong, it was abandonment. Custody? Mine. The house? Also mine. She hadn't noticed I refinanced in my name. I froze the joint accounts, sold the car she used, filed for emergency custody and divorce. When our court date came, I smiled. She didn't show up. Too busy ziplining through the jungle with a man who wasn't her husband. 3 weeks passed. I didn't rant online. I didn't post anything at all. I just kept showing up, school drop-offs, scraped knees, bedtime stories. Every night, I tucked them in alone. Then this morning, my phone blew up. 26 missed calls. She was back. Angry. Frantic. Voicemails full of rage. "What did you do? You can't do this to me." But it was already done. She arrived at the house like a hurricane in heels, yelling into the Ring camera. I didn't answer. Just watched. The kids stood behind me, silent, unsure. Once, they had clung to her like their whole world depended on it. Now, they barely recognized her. "You had no right," she screamed. I opened the door just a crack. I had every right. I told her. She stepped forward. That's when my security guy appeared. A former cop, stone-faced and still. She froze. "I want my kids," she hissed. "They're not objects," I said. "They're people. And they don't want to go with you." That hit her. Hard. She looked at Mia, pleading. But Mia didn't meet her gaze. "Tell them I love them," she said, voice breaking. "You told them when you left." I answered, then shut the door. Later, she tried telling her version of the story online. Claimed I was controlling. Said I turned the kids against her. But I never responded. I didn't need to. People saw the truth in my silence. Her own family stopped taking her side. Even the men she'd partied with in Hawaii disappeared once the money dried up. She tried filing for visitation. The judge asked why she left her 5 children in a parking lot with no contact for weeks. Her lawyer had no answer. She cried. It made no difference. I was granted full custody. She got supervised visits, twice a month. She doesn't come anymore. Now it's just us. Me and the kids. Our home is noisy again. Lively. Real. I make dinner while the little ones chase each other through the hall. I tuck them in every night. Mia sleeps with her door open again. Jonah, the youngest, still asks now and then, "Is mommy coming back?" I tell him the truth. She left. But I'm here. Because I've always been here. She was the spark. I was the foundation. She tried to burn the house down, but I rebuilt it, stronger. She thought escaping to Hawaii would set her free, but it only left her stranded. And me? I didn't raise my voice. I raised my children. She walked away with a text, and I never looked back.